Hey guys, Larry here, and I've really been enjoying my time with this brand new Nikon D600. Now, it's a full-frame 24.3 megapixel FX camera that's somewhat small for a full frame, but it's still a nice size, and it's loaded with features that make me think Nikon is aiming squarely at the high-end enthusiast looking to step up from a cropped sensor to a full frame. For example, the camera takes SD cards. Now that's something I generally think of on a consumer camera, but the fact that there are 2 slots leans toward the pro side of the equation. It handles high-end FX lenses, and it also supports the DX family of lenses, though the image will be cropped accordingly. But the real giveaway that this is targeted at consumers is the fact that it's the least expensive new full-frame DSLR on the market today. Now let me put the price in perspective. High-end DX cameras that have attracted enthusiasts for years because of their pro features and price point are probably going to start losing buyers to this affordable full-frame offering. I think Nikon is really changing the game and opening up the high end of the quality spectrum to many more photographers. The camera is a solid combination of magnesium alloy and polycarbonate, but there's no plastic feel to it at all. It's somewhat weather sealed, but not quite to the level of high-end pro rigs. The grip is great, and I like all the controls and placement, with one minor exception. I don't love the video record button. It's small, and I prefer a video record button on the back. The dual mode dial is great, and I like that both dials have their own locks so you don't accidentally change any of the mode settings. The image quality is really incredible, and it's arguably the best image quality available at this price point. Now, I had an opportunity to do a little photo walk at the campus of Florida Southern College. Happens to be my alma mater and the largest collection of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture in the world. And when I got back to my computer and I started zooming in on some of the images I shot, the details were amazing, and I just wasn't used to having files with so much detail. When I zoomed in to 100% in Photoshop, I was amazed at how crisp the images were. And since the images were so big, I could pan around on the zoomed image quite a bit on my computer. If you've been shooting anything short of the 36 megapixel D800, the file size will impress you, and the detail holds up from corner to corner. In my informal testing, the high ISO, low light performance is better than any cropped frame DSLR I've ever shot. The range is from 100 to 6400, and it's expandable from 50 to 25,600. So there's yet another feature anyone looking for their first full-frame camera will definitely love. I had a chance to shoot a couple kinds of video, both in studio on a tripod and handheld. Out here in the field, the audio quality of the ambient sound picked up by the built-in stereo microphones was really impressive. I didn't have any of that microphone in a cup hollow sound that some cameras have. I like that the camera has a mic jack and a headphone jack, and it's really helpful that there are audio meters on the LCD when you're shooting. I also noticed that the auto iris adjustment during filming was smooth, unlike some other DSLR video rigs I've used. It makes changing exposures while filming much more seamless. Of course, when I'm shooting stills, I use the eyepiece. So video live view is where I really came to appreciate the 921,000 dot LCD quality. It's got a 3.2-inch screen, and it's really good, even outdoors. The 24 to 85 VR kit lens performed really well for the variety of shooting I was doing. And while I did notice a little chromatic aberration, the only way to really see it is by studying an unprocessed RAW file. The lens correction profile in Camera Raw software eliminated it with a single click, and so did the in-camera JPEG processing. And speaking of RAW files, the camera is already supported with the current version of Adobe Photoshop Camera Raw and Adobe Lightroom. This is a great first lens if you have a bunch of DX lenses and you're going to a full-frame camera for the first time. Now, I'm not a fan of on-camera flash for lighting pictures because of the harsh, direct light that it produces, but I love that many Nikon DSLR pop-up flashes, like this one, can be used as a commander for flashes off-camera, like speed lights, in 1 or 2 groups using Nikon's creative lighting system. With a burst mode of 5.5 frames per second, the D600 does a really nice job of grabbing action. But with 24 megapixel files, you won't want anything but the fastest SD card you can get your hands on, so the camera can save those big files as quickly as possible. One thing I noticed is that the 39 autofocus points seem to be concentrated in the middle of the viewfinder, so I did a little bit more of the focus then recompose shooting than I'm used to. But the D600 captures focus really fast and accurately, and did I mention, the images are incredible. I can honestly say that this is my favorite DSLR camera on the market today. That's because it delivers so many great full-frame pro features at an enthusiast price point. The body is solid and well constructed, the controls are well placed and easy to use, and while this might not officially be a pro body, I'd bet that a bunch of pros end up buying this rig and don't think twice about it. And there's no question that anybody who's been shooting with a cropped sensor and has always wished they could afford a full-frame camera will love what Nikon delivers in the D600. They've set a new standard, and this is going to be one seriously popular camera. With the most affordable full-frame DSLR on the market today, the Nikon D600, I'm Larry Becker. Thanks for watching.
For more information, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. You can also connect with us on the web.